At 45, Carlos King has finally confirmed the exit of Destiny Payton, and this news has shaken the love and marriage Huntsville community. Destiny has been one of the most talked about names connected to the show, and for years, her journey has sparked debate, division, and constant conversation among fans. Now, the confirmation of her exit opens up a deeper discussion about her role on the show, the ups and downs of her storyline, and what this decision means for both her and the future of the series. The announcement might seem sudden to some, but for others who have been paying attention, the signs have been there for quite some time. Reduced screen time, less promotion, and cryptic comments from other cast members all pointed toward a possible shift now. With Carlos confirming the news, many fans are left wondering whether this was Destiny's choice or whether OWN and the production team decided her time on the series had run its course when Destiny first appeared on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She came in with a story that seemed promising. She was presented as a newlywed, a woman balancing her personal life with big business goals, and someone who had close ties to Melody Holt. Viewers were curious about her, and her early appearances drew interest because she seemed like a fresh face who could add a different perspective to the cast. She wasn't just a friend tagging along. She had her own marriage, her own business ideas, and her own life story. That could have made her one of the most relatable cast members at first glance. It looked like she was going to be an important addition to the show's future, but as the seasons went on, things changed. Her marriage to LaBarack Williams was one of her earliest storylines. While Destiny did not share every detail of that relationship, cracks in their marriage soon began to show. By the third season, she was divorced and a single mother. This was supposed to be a chance for her to really connect with fans. Reality TV has always thrived on vulnerability and real-life struggles, whether it's marriages falling apart, new beginnings, or rebuilding life after heartbreak. Audiences connect when they see raw truth. Many thought Destiny's divorce and her new journey as a single mother would be her big moment to shine, the chance to show resilience, and to become one of the strongest personalities on the show. But instead, fans started to feel something was missing. The biggest criticism Destiny faced was that she wasn't being open enough. Many cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville, especially Melody and Martell, have laid their personal lives bare for cameras. Even when it was messy, embarrassing, or painful, they let fans into the rawest parts of their journeys. In comparison, Destiny was often described as vague or too guarded. She mentioned struggles but rarely went into detail. She talked about challenges but never opened up in a way that allowed viewers to connect with her deeply. Fans wanted to see her rebuild, to understand the obstacles she was facing, and to feel like they were part of her journey. Instead, they often felt like they were only getting surface-level glimpses into her life. That frustration grew louder on social media, where many accused her of holding back too much. This guarded energy also started showing up in her interactions with other cast members. Destiny's friendship with Melody Holt was one of the biggest shifts in her storyline. When Destiny first came on, she was introduced as Melody's close friend. Their bond was supposed to be a highlight of the show, but as time went on, cracks appeared in their friendship as well. Destiny claimed that Melody abandoned her during her divorce, while Melody hinted that Destiny wasn't being loyal or supportive. This feud created major division among fans. Some viewers defended Destiny, saying Melody was unfair and distanced herself when Destiny needed her most. Others said Destiny was manipulative and played the victim, painting herself as the one wronged when she wasn't being supportive. In return, reality TV thrives on perception, and once fans start questioning someone's authenticity, it becomes harder to maintain a strong storyline. Another turning point came with Destiny's heated conflicts with Stormi Steele. Their arguments became some of the most talked about moments on social media. Many viewers labeled Destiny as aggressive or unnecessarily combative, while Stormi's boldness and willingness to share her story made her a fan favorite. Almost immediately, this comparison pushed Destiny further into the villain role in the eyes of many. While every reality show needs conflict, Destiny's approach made fans even more divided. Some argued that she was only being shown in a negative light because of editing. Others insisted that what they saw on screen matched her real energy. Either way, her image on the show continued to shift, and not in her favor. Despite the criticism, Destiny still had loyal supporters. There were viewers who defended her fiercely, saying she was misunderstood and unfairly portrayed. They argued that not everyone processes personal pain in front of cameras the same way. They pointed out that she was a woman who had survived a painful divorce, was raising her son, and was running her own business. To these supporters, the problem wasn't Destiny's lack of transparency. It was the editing choices that focused more on her conflicts rather than her growth and professional life. They wanted to see more of her as a businesswoman and a mother, but those parts of her life were rarely highlighted. By the time season 5 arrived, however, fans couldn't ignore the changes. Destiny's appearances were noticeably reduced, her confessionals were fewer, her storylines didn't connect strongly with the larger cast narratives, and she wasn't being promoted the way other cast members were. This is when speculation began that OWN might be quietly phasing her out. Some believed she was being punished for not being open enough, while others thought she might have chosen to step back due to the overwhelming online backlash. Either way, her presence was shrinking, and fans noticed. Now with Carlos confirming her exit, it seems that OWN and the production team made the decision to move on and to understand why. It's important to remember that reality TV is still a business. OWN is Oprah Winfrey's network, and Love and Marriage Huntsville is its crown jewel in the reality TV category. It brings in strong ratings, trends regularly on social media, and sparks constant debates. For the network, this means every cast member has to bring value, whether it's through drama, personal growth, or compelling storylines. They all need to keep fans engaged. When that connection starts to weaken, the network has to make tough decisions. This isn't unique to Destiny. OWN has restructured shows before on Ready to Love and put a ring on it. Cast members who didn't add enough to the storyline often disappeared mid-season. The same formula applies here. When ratings are at stake, the focus shifts to those who deliver. Melody's transparency about her marriage struggles, Martell's constant controversies, Stormi's openness, and the ongoing drama with Marceau and Letitia continue to pull viewers in. Compared to that, Destiny's more reserved energy wasn't enough. It's also worth noting that OWN has been expanding the Love and Marriage franchise with spin-offs like Love and Marriage DC. With more shows on the network, resources and budgets are being spread out. This means every cast member's role is looked at closely. If someone isn't bringing enough to justify their paycheck, the network has to make cuts. Insiders believe this may have been a big part of Destiny's exit. Fans themselves may have played an even bigger role than expected. Social media has given audiences more influence than ever before. Networks aren't just watching Nielsen ratings anymore. They're paying attention to hashtags, trending topics, and online engagement, and Destiny's name was consistently tied to controversy. At first, controversy can be useful because it keeps people talking, but over time, fans started showing fatigue. They weren't just criticizing her, they were tuning out of her scenes altogether. That is the real danger for any reality star. Once the audience starts skipping your storylines, your value drops dramatically. Adding to this, Stormi's rise made the comparison even sharper. Stormi gave fans the drama, openness, and personality they wanted. She wasn't afraid to share her marriage struggles, her business challenges, and her opinions. Fans embraced her. While Destiny faded into the background, OWN executives couldn't ignore that shift. Destiny went from being someone who could have been a central figure to someone who felt disconnected from the heart of the show. Carlos King's confirmation now puts an official end to the speculation. Destiny Payton is out, and her journey on the show has closed, for now. But does this mean her reality TV career is over? That's a question still worth asking. OWN has been known to bring people back if they reinvent themselves or if fan demand grows loud enough. Sometimes, being phased out is temporary. Other times, it's permanent. With Destiny, it may depend on whether she finds a new way to reconnect with audiences outside the show. Her exit also says a lot about how Love and Marriage Huntsville is evolving. The show has been on for several seasons now, and keeping it fresh means constant changes. Just as fans have seen friendships fall apart and marriages end, they're also seeing cast shakeups. This keeps the narrative moving. And as Carlos has now confirmed, Destiny's time is up. Whether fans loved her or criticized her, she undeniably left a mark on the show's history. Her journey from friend of Melody to one of the most polarizing figures is one of the most memorable arcs Love and Marriage Huntsville has seen. In the end, Destiny Payton's exit is a reminder of how reality TV works. It rewards vulnerability, drama, and openness. When those things aren't delivered, or when fans start to feel disconnected, the storylines shift, and cast members change. Destiny's exit might be painful for some supporters, but it reflects the reality of how OWN is shaping its crown jewel series. The question now is, will Destiny find her way back into the spotlight in another form, or is this the closing chapter of her reality TV journey? One thing is certain, fans will keep talking about her long after her official exit, and in the world of reality television, being remembered, whether loved or criticized, is sometimes the strongest legacy of all.